Hey guys! So I haven't spoken to you for an incredibly long time. Obviously, for those of you that are on Twitter and Facebook and follow me and stuff, you guys will all know that I've had baby Blue. He's here, he's sleeping, but he does that a lot. But we can just quickly say hello. I'm sure he'll say hello to you all. It said he is asleep. Who's this? Oh dear. Oh, tired bunny. Tired little bunny. So, this is you funny boy. So this is baby Blue. He was born on the 6th of January at 5:30 in the evening. He weighed £9 and 10 ounces. And he's 56 centimetres long at birth. I don't know how big he is at the moment because I haven't re-measured him yet. But I put on Twitter about whether anyone would be interested in my birth story. So a couple of people, actually quite a few people, got back and said that you'd like to hear that. So I thought I would do that. He'll stay asleep, which is quite nice. But he might. Oh, okay. He might wake up and I don't know, but we'll see. Okay, so basically, on the 6th of January, it was a Sunday. I woke up around 8 in the morning, and my waters broke. And don't be fooled. You don't realise how much water there is. It was mental. So by 8:15 I was in the bath, and Steve was on the phone to my parents and his parents just to kind of say, the ball's rolling, it's all underway. And we phoned the hospital, and the hospital said that we should, when we're ready, to just come down and have some checks and blood pressure and stuff. By 10 o'clock my contractions had started. They were lasting for about 20 seconds, and they were every kind of 4 to 5 minutes. And they were really, really painful from the get-go. I think I only had like 3 Braxton Hicks contractions beforehand, so I wasn't quite sure what to expect. But when these contractions started, oh good lord, it was kind of fun. And yeah, so we got to the hospital around 11. By this point, my contractions were really, really hard. They were coming a lot faster. And so they did my blood pressure, and originally I was supposed to be giving birth on a low risk category ward, which is basically for anybody who hasn't shown any sort of kind of complications throughout their pregnancy. And because I hadn't had anything at all, not even a craving, not any kind of morning sickness, no headaches, blurred vision, nothing. I was, as they said, prime candidate for this particular ward. Of course, when I got to the hospital, and I was obviously in slight panic mode because I was about to give birth, my blood pressure was pretty high, and they said that I couldn't give birth on that ward, so they put me through to the normal ward instead of the low risk. Which was absolutely fine with me, to be honest. I was just at that point where I was like, I don't care where I give birth, just find me somewhere to have my boy, and let's just get this over with, kind of thing. I've written down times. Hold on, what time? Where are we? We're at 11 o'clock, aren't we? Yep, I'm in the hospital at this point. So they strapped me up to a machine, and my blood pressure was taken, his blood pressure and his heartbeat were taken, and I had to click a little button every time he moved so that we could make sure that everything was, he was okay and everything was going according to plan. 1:15, they took me through to the labour ward because I was in that much agony. I'd taken 2 codeines, and they really didn't touch the pain at all. They did not a lot. In fact, they did nothing. And they didn't click in. They didn't actually. I don't think they started working at all. The contractions were so strong. I don't actually think I felt any kind of effect from these codeine tablets whatsoever. So I arrived, as I said, on the labour ward about 1:15, and the midwife started doing all of her tests and checks, and She said that I was 9 centimeters dilated, and we were, just a few minutes away or however long until I was 10 centimeters before pushing. So that ruled out any kind of pain relief. That ruled out the epidural, and it ruled out pethidine and the other one, which I can never remember the name of. So the only thing that I could do was gas and air. That's all I could have at that particular point because of my dilation. So that was fun. I started pushing around 3 o'clock. I was 10 centimeters by 3 in the afternoon, and it was agony. I didn't realize how much of a strong person I was until I started pushing, because a paper cut is awful for me. A paper cut just is the end of the world. If I have a paper cut, I just, I'm terrible. And so yeah, for them to say to me, oh, you can't have any pain relief here, have this gas. I was like, right, okay, we're doing this, and I have to do this on my own type thing. So after an hour and a half, he still wasn't here. I did an hour and a half of pushing, and he still hadn't arrived. And basically, at the near the end of the birth canal, there's like a little ridge, and you kind of have to push him down the hill and then really push him back up again over this ridge. And every time I was breathing in, I was effectively sucking him back, and I needed to push him up the hill, and I couldn't do that. I couldn't physically push hard enough to get him up and over this hill. So in the end, the senior doctor came in, and after a couple of injections of anaesthetic, he had to put the suction cap in. We had to have the ventouse, and that was inserted, which wasn't pleasant at all. When you're trying to push something out, the last thing you want is things going in. And yes, so he explained to me that because it had been an hour and a half, it was getting very traumatic for me, very traumatic for him, and we didn't want any more stress on the pair of us. My blood pressure was through the roof at this point. So after a few more pushes, the ventouse was connected, and so that was 5:15 that was attached, and at 5:30, he was talking to little Lou, little Blue. Blue. He was talking to him and saying hello, because his head was there, and one more push and out he came, and he was born at 5:32 in the evening, as I said, on the 6th. We've called him Luke. I don't know if I've said that near the beginning. His middle names are after his great-granddads, but I won't divulge those. But this is Luke, so I'll just show you him again. You can probably, I don't know if you can see there, you can see the little lump on his head from the suction cap. It's just created a little swelling on his head there. And, oh dear, oh dear. And we're settling in really, really well. He's, and as I said, he was £9.10, so I did £9.10 with no pain relief whatsoever. I'm pretty proud of myself for that, actually. As I said, because of the whole paper cut thing, I was quite impressed with myself that I could do that. So yeah, we brought him home, and I had to stay in hospital overnight on the Sunday because of my blood pressure. Because they were surprised that it was so high. It was like 160 over 110. I thought, well, it's hardly a walk in the park, really. I haven't just gone down to the garage to get some chocolate. I've just pushed a human being out of myself. Of course my blood pressure's going to be high. But they kept me in overnight, and I didn't sleep whatsoever, because that was the first time. I'm 28 and I've never spent the night in hospital before, so that was really, really fun. And he came home on the Monday evening. We were both discharged on Monday evening, and he's now almost 2 weeks old, and we're doing brilliantly. We're doing really well. He's waking up every 3 to 4 hours during the night for a feed, which is really, really good. He sleeps for around 4 or 5 hours, and then he feeds, and then he sleeps again. So, round the clock, it's about everything between 3 and 5 hours he's waking up for a feed, and the rest of the time he's just either sleeping or looking around, or, he's quite laid back. He's doing all right. I just love having him here. I just, I didn't realise how amazing it would feel to be a mum. You just don't realise how much you can love something so tiny. And I don't know, it's just incredible that, for something that you can't even see with the naked eye, two cells that just become a human person. I can't fathom it at all. I'm so proud of him. He's doing so well. And I'm really, really proud of Steve, to be honest. I mean, I couldn't have done any of this without him. I couldn't have given birth to him on my own. I am so thankful to Steve for everything that he did. He was giving me drinks and he was applying lip balm every now and then, because like the gas really dries your lips out. My lips were white by the end of it, with all this dry skin. It was horrible. But he kept applying lip balm for me. He was kind of mopping my forehead. The gas was knocking me out, and he kept waking me up. He held my hand throughout the entire thing and was really supportive and helping me push. And he was just wonderful. And since I've been home, he's so good with him, and he's so amazing anyway. But he makes me tea, coffee. He's making dinner. He's put in loads of washing. I haven't lifted a finger since I've been home, and that's not because I don't want to, but he just won't let me. Steve will not let me do anything whatsoever, and I'm so unbelievably thankful for him for everything that he's done. So I know that he'll watch this at some point. So thank you very much, to you, babe. You've been amazing. Thank you. And this is it. This is, that was pretty much it. I was in labour from the time my waters broke to the time that he was born was 9.5 hours. And I think I could probably go through with it again. I think I could probably have more children. I'm going to enjoy him first. I'm going to enjoy just having him around, and maybe when he gets a bit older, we'll think about a brother or sister for him or something. But I'll put some photos at the end, because obviously there's pictures of him when he was first born, which I'd like to share, and little pictures of him when he's been at home. Granted, most of them are of him asleep. He does enjoy his sleep. He's very much his daddy's boy. Yeah, he's just ace. He's awesome. I love having him here. To everybody who sent me messages and emails and everything, I'm so thankful to you all. Thank you so much. You've all been wonderful, and your support has just been unmeasurable, and I'm so thankful to each and every one of you, especially to Shelley, who has been through this herself, obviously a few weeks beforehand, and she's just been amazing. And I want to give her a special shout out, because every time I put something up on Twitter, she's texting, she's making sure I'm okay, because we're in this, we're in a similar situation, and I know how traumatic and how stressful her birth was, and I completely sympathise, because I know exactly what she's going through. And it's just so lovely to have somebody there who's going through the same thing. And obviously they're only a few weeks apart as well, so everything that's happening to him, I'm like getting hold of her and saying, did you go through, did Zachary go through this, is this right? And so I really, really want to give Shelley, Shellx85X, who I'll put her link to her channel below, thank you so much, my sweetheart, for everything, for all your advice and for all of your help. You've been incredible. And obviously to all of my other loyal subbies, I don't want to forget anybody. If I could name each and every one of you, I would. But you've all been, every single one of you have been so unbelievably supportive. I just can't thank you all enough. So anyway, we're going to go, because as you can see, he's itching to get away. And we're going to watch some TV, aren't we? Oh, yes. Yeah, we're going to watch some telly. Are you going to open your eyes? Luke. Baby Blue. Nope, I'm asleep. Oh, there's an eye. Oh, oh dear. You don't want to wake up just, oh dear. Oh dear, what is that face? Hello. Oh, baby. Oh dear. I'll talk to you all soon, guys. Take care. Say bye. Bye.